Wait a minute. I don't think y'all can hear a fucking thing. Never mind. Tried to do something, it didn't work. Never mind. Shut it down. Never mind. Okay. Try to do something. It didn't work. Sire, it didn't work. Wait. I don't have my YouTube chat. I'm all discombobulated. But it's all right. You know why? Because we're getting that Iran war announcement tonight. No, we're not. Oh, fuck, maybe. We might. You broke it? I probably did. The likelihood that I broke all of this shit, very high. Very high that I broke all of this shit. But. Okay, I think everything might have broke. Ooh, wait, can you all hear me? That wasn't really established. Am I heard? I don't know. Oh, yes? Okay, that's fine. Okay. Okay. Yes, but whoa. All right. Time out. Are you done? Are you done? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. It killed my whole flow because I was playing Don't Think Twice, and that. Let me tell you about music. Motherfuckers. You know what? Look at this while I speak about music. Let me tell you about my music taste. My music taste is catered to the idea of playing in your ear and having no amount of remorse in how I tickle that eardrum. You understand me? That's the goal. That's always going to be the goal. It's always going to be the goal. Why can't I see my YouTube chat? This is painful. This is painful. I need my YouTube chat. I need you fuckers. I need you fuckers to be seen. You know what I'm saying? There we go. Now I can get a good look at you motherfuckers. Look at it. Look at him go. What the fuck? Did you edit my emote to put a fucking finger on the ass? What? The clinical fuck might be wrong with you. You might got something wrong with you, buddy. I ain't gonna lie. You might got a few screws loose. I won't lie. But I spin my points how I please. Yeah, you still suck. I can't I'm sorry, but I'm still stuck on I can't, bro. I can't for the life of me get it out of my system that motherfuckers really don't get why Poppy Playtime Chapter 5 is being criticized. Hated is too strong of a word for me because I don't hate Chapter 5. I just hate how much I paid attention to the story and how I feel as though I'm being punished for that. I shouldn't be punished for paying attention to the story and the story beats that it has ready for me to pay attention to. Like, and somebody left a comment about how like all the shit has changed with Mob since Chapter 3, but that's not really an excuse to ignore plot beats. Like it doesn't. It doesn't. It just fucking doesn't. It just fucking doesn't, bro. Because when you sit there and you think about it, why are you thinking so hard about the rationale of a video game? Like, it's literally only because I watched the shit. Not watched this. It's literally only because I'm invested in the game. Like, that's really it. If I wasn't invested in this game, I wouldn't be crashing out like this. And it's just... It's just fucking embarrassing, and I hate it. I hate when it's games that I play that end up getting like that shitty creative shaft that lets me know that attention was not paid to. word on the curb is that one of the story devs left and said a lot of his ideas weren't used properly. That's not word on the curb, and I don't know what white hillbilly you got that turn of phrase from, but please don't ever bring that to me again. That's an actual thing. Did I not show those tweets? Yes, I really didn't. It's like I did, but I didn't read them in full. And that's fair game when you think about it, because you no longer work there, so they're not really required to use your story beats anymore. I mean, they could use some of the elements of it, but in terms of like using it all beat by beat, yeah, they won't have to. And we're going to find out if they can make something better or if it's going to end up being worse. Finding out that the concept of the prototype was about what we all theorized, that motherfuckers the design was just nothing but a fucking amalgamation similar to the shrine. That hurt to find out, because what we got, it wasn't unsatisfying to me, but I feel like design wise, completely lazy as all fuck to just add the 3 arms of both the Huggies and one being mommy. That just feels out of character for the fucking thing, especially when they're not used. Using one fucking arm to trip us while we run to a train track, that is not really of use. It is just. Then I'm still waiting for somebody to answer my fucking question about the gas, because we go from needing a gas mask to hallucinating a fucking giant cat turning into a skeleton giant cat, and then we fucking hallucinate damage being done to us in chapter 4, then nothing of consequence in chapter 5, like nothing, no no vision impairment, no nothing. And you can't even be like, well, you really weren't in the smoke. Not only were we in the same room as a fucking creature that farts it as it walks, but I keep saying it. When Kissy ripped off a piece of this motherfucker, what came out? The smoke. And it was in your face. And we got nothing. Like, we got nothing. Like, that's what irks me. It's parts of the story that seemingly just don't fucking matter. And another one, hey, oh my God, hey, yo, did you think the... I'm all over the place. I won't lie, I'm all over the place. When I have to fucking sit there and see a story about a fucking toy gone wild, and then I have to fucking find out why the fuck were we here to look for kids? It's been 10 years. The kids are dead. Like, who? Like, that's not even a good, like, lore piece. Like, oh, we got to find the children. We got to find out what happened to the children. You're admitting that you're stupid. What child, literally underground, is going to be able to fucking keep themselves alive for 10 fucking years? How? No guidance, no supervision, no explanation on toiletries. Those kids were dead. Oh, I remember what irked me. It was somebody being like, oh, well, it would be stupid. We need to have another chapter. It would be stupid for us to interact with the prototype in one chapter and then just kill him. So you're either willingly saying fuck chapter 3, chapter 2, chapter 4. You're literally just saying fuck those consecutive chapters back to back, because we didn't kill Catnap. We burned Catnap. Kissy got a body cut in half. Doey, poor Doey. So we've seen monsters for one chapter and killed them. Why is this so different now? Oh, because we gotta somehow fucking explain away Dick Suck. No, not Toy Story. Well, technically Toy Story. I've seen the trailer for Toy Story 5, and honestly, it's about what anybody could have predicted if anyone were to come up with a Toy Story 5. The toys versus technology. And you know what? I will be seated. Like, I will be in the theater to watch Toy Story 5. I'm giving a fuck. Fuck. Like, what? I'm a grown ass man. I'm a grown man. I can go watch whatever movie I want. If I want to watch Toy Story, I'm going to watch Toy Story. Another Toy Story? Hey, man. What's wrong with another Toy Story? All it'll be is a fucking lesson about life and what's important, what's not important, the value, something about a value of circumstance regarding like some real life topic, and what else? A bunch of motherfuckers trying really hard to make whatever their real life situation is similar to the Toy Story. They're going to try to adapt their own personal lives out of a Toy Story movie. And while that would be funny, oh my God, get a grip. Like just, oh my ever lovingest Christ, can somebody get a fucking grip? Like, please. Do I have any more to say about Bobby? I just it's my own fucking fault. They really are out of ideas. Not really. I enjoy this concept of like regular toys, action figures and whatnot going up against the modern technology. I actually like this concept and I feel as though they could do it right. Now, the consequence is after you're going to get a bunch of think pieces about how technology has polluted everybody's fucking mind, which no shit, we already knew that, but you're not really going to change anything. Just let a motherfucker enjoy a movie. And speaking of motherfuckers in an uproar about the most, oh my God, listen, bro, I'm saying this because I am a grown ass man who understands the difference. Like I'm a grown ass man in the year 2026, and the selective outrage around comedy just irks the living fuck out of me. It just does. Why are people complaining about this? And you know why I know if one of you's watching this is like, Leon, you should take this serious. You know why I'm not going to take this serious? Let me read it and let's see if you figure it out. Transgender comedian says trans people should start killing kids until trans males are allowed in women's bathrooms. Now, what do you think the key word is there? Comedian. And I'm going to be under the impression that this was said at a comedy club, which means it's a joke, which means it's supposed to be for the funny. And while you can find it not funny, I don't have a problem with that. It's these motherfuckers who are about to turn around and be like, oh my God, they mean it so much. Look at all these real examples of trans people shooting up schools, conveniently ignoring that these motherfuckers are white. And look, it's a real thing. Are you telling me now you motherfuckers don't know what dark humor is? Is that what we really doing? Is that what we choosing to do? Because we about to hear the delivery, because we're all going to be the judge of it. And it's like, I done seen the darkest of jokes about rape, about incest, about impregnating, about molestation. And I'm gonna be honest, some of them I laughed at. But let's hear it. Excuse me? Why did my settings just wig out? Like, did nobody else hear that? Am I alone? I'm sorry. Can I get like an explanation as to why my OBS has decided fuck it? Excuse me? Hello? How did we get right here? Let's try this again. Let's try this again. Okay. Now let me for the sake of the conversation. Okay. Okay. We're okay. Okay. Caught me off guard there. Hold. Everybody hold. 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 Hold.
Let's expose Nick Shirley.
Oh. Well. It seems like that fixed it. Somewhat, some way. Okay. You set up Drake to McDonald's. You know what? Might be the case. We might finally have a reason, and that might work out. Now, let's go ahead and try this again.
I think we should start killing kids until they let us use whatever bathroom they want. I think we should start.
Just saw the news about a violent serial child molester being released early for parole. Yep. Welcome to your justice system. Was that a joke? Now, part of my problem, this is 11 seconds. What's the buildup? You can't just show me a clip and tell me it's a trans comedian and then act as if I'm supposed to be in shock and awe. I'm going to sit here and operate under the guidelines of this being a dark joke. I am not about to sit here and be like, see, because you're losing me at that point. You're losing me. You got 11 seconds out of a comedy skit. I need to build up. Sorry. If you're not giving me the full rundown of this joke and the setup and the build to it, and you just showing me the part that's supposed to be the fucking crescendo, you losing me. This is nothing. What's the comedian's name? Oh boy, I wish I could tell you, but because this fucking social media platform is just like, fuck it. Let's see how far the hot take could go before anybody corrects me. Fuck if I know. Hey, but guess what? It's a transgender comedian. And I'm going to be honest with you. The reason I already said it. The reason why I don't care about this, right there. It's very funny. Like, it's all, and this is why I say conservatives suck. Liberals suck, leftists suck, Republicans suck, Democrats suck, because they both do the same shit. They try to police jokes, and it's only jokes that they don't like. If this motherfucker was up there saying the 41% jokes, based, cool, wahoo, transphobic, how dare you? This motherfucker get up there and talk about white people needing to be inbred or else they gonna die out to some black regime. Haha, it's so funny. Yeah, white supremacy bad. How dare they want to eradicate the white race? It's like, it's a flip. It's always a flip in a fucking flip. I don't know what's more disturbing, the fact that someone would say something like that or the people laughing. You would hate me. You would absolutely 100% hate me, Betsy, because I've laughed at shit darker than this. And I guarantee you this. I'm willing to put a bet. If I heard the build up to this fucking joke, instead of just getting like the, oh my God, you should be angry about this because I've chopped it up for 11 seconds, I'd probably laugh at this joke too. Sorry, it's weird, and you know what, Betsy, I'm not gonna throw you in this camp because you might not be in this camp. Those people who like saying you motherfuckers wouldn't survive the 90s conveniently are crying about this. Bro, go fucking see a 9/11 joke. I guarantee you motherfuckers. Y'all gotta find a 9/11 joke somewhere. I promise you, you will be all right. I promise you. Now, before we get to the meat of why I've decided to stream today, I told you all a month ago that when it came to this Nick Shirley guy and his investigations into fraud, I told you he needed to make sure that the execution matched the planning. Because, wanting to fucking uncover fraud, I don't think anybody has a problem with that. I don't think anybody would have a problem with uncovering fraud.
Any other black folk want to engage in radical activist language in this fucking chat? Suck my fucking cock.
I'm getting sick of you. in your Iranian dollar. Like, I'm getting sick of you. You know that. But I told you all the execution needs to match the planning, because if he doesn't, he's going to start finding things and making up shit and being looked at as a little slow. And you wouldn't want that as somebody who's sitting on their ass watching a video about somebody uncovering fraud and still contributing to the fraud by paying for it. Like, because I don't know if y'all know this, these daycares still exist. Some of them have cleaned up shop, but a lot of them still exist. But I want you to watch this and observe why it's important the execution needs to match the planning.
Let's expose Nick Shirley again.
Here in California at this UPS store in San Diego, over 30 people are registered to vote as this is their primary residence.
Except he's lying. As Paul Mitchell points out, the address where Nick Shirley is standing is 4142 Kensington Avenue, which also happens to be an apartment complex. Here you see where Nick is standing, and if you go up just a couple of feet, you can clearly see that this is indeed an apartment complex. So
And this would be the annoying part. This would be the annoying part. Somebody will hear that and see that and be like, why are there apartment complexes over a business? As if you've never seen New York City. As if you've never seen like those lower income areas that have the laundromat at the bottom and the fucking apartment complex at the top. I just joined what happened. Dumbasses trying to expose fraud can't recognize that there are other buildings. Oh, that solely is the reason why a lot of motherfuckers will barely care about something. You understand? Like that specifically and solely. All right. Now, I watched this damn video about what was his name? Nux Taku. And here's my takeaway from Nux Taku. He's a fucking weirdo. And if you're one of these people who talks about women and how they're promoting porn near children, yet you don't have a fucking thing to say about a guy promoting porn to children, oh, it's hentai, it's porn. Yeah, you're a little bit inconsistent, and I wouldn't trust you around children. Now, one of the people who's caught the strongest amount of flack is the blue hair. Well, they're both blue haired. The other blue hair on the screen, the one with the red eyes, because she's been running around making little sly excuses, little sly pieces of demeanor to excuse why she's not watching the video. Now, I don't know if this motherfucker is friends with Nux Taku. I couldn't venture a guess. Isn't that commonplace now? I know some businesses that give discounts on rent to their tenants. No, that's not commonplace now. Apartments over businesses already existed. That is not a commonplace thing now. That was already a thing. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm getting mad. Damn it. Damn it, I'm getting mad. Damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it, damn it. I'm getting mad. I'm getting mad. Am I the odd man out here? Am I the odd man out? Am I the one who's just been paying attention to the world in different subject matters? Me? Is it me? Am I the one? What is this Nux Taku guy about? A VTuber, which is a pedophile, who promotes porn to children and has a Discord that seemingly is not favorable to the guidelines of keeping kids away from explicit content. You know? I wasn't trying to type now. It autocorrected. No, you type now. You some of my bitch. You stupid some of my bitch. You type now. You stupid son of a bitch. I just got here with a leaflet, dude. Well, this like my issue. This guy's issue. Nope. This guy's issue is I hate when people try to act as if, oh, I don't want to talk about this because, it's just a bunch of people. Yeah, all you have to do is look at the information provided and give a stance on that. That's all you got to do. If you want to defend Nux Taku, you can defend Nux Taku, but have the balls to see what motherfuckers are critiquing. Have the balls to see what motherfuckers are critiquing and then defend them. That's all you gotta fucking do. But instead, you get shit like this.
Me on X. I made it on the base list. I gained like 2,500 followers. I don't have an opinion on the video because I haven't seen it. People were like, how do you feel about Rape Tone and Groom Taku? And I'm like, bro, I don't really care.
Telling people you don't care about somebody online potentially grooming children, not a good look. That's not how you're supposed to go about that.
I don't know about it. I'm gonna wait because the reason why is because every time this happens, they're like, oh, this person's a Nazi, that person's a groomer, that person's a pedo. I'm gonna wait a couple weeks, I'm gonna see what happens, and then, maybe someone will tell me about it, and then like I'll look.
I'm gonna wait a couple weeks when you could just dedicate time to watching that video is what, an hour, 40 minutes. Let's not act as if motherfuckers like this don't fucking have all the free time in the world, because I'ma just give you the business and spiel. Motherfuckers who go live and react to other people's shit, they just sitting there for about 4 to 5 to 6 hours watching people's shit. I ain't got no knock against that. I have no knock against that at all. But let's not act as if, oh, I'm just so busy. I hate that. I fucking despise. Chris do this dumb shit too. All these motherfuckers who show you all that they have all the time in the world to talk about all this stupid shit. But then when it's something a little bit too close to home, it's just a little bit too close to home. Oh, all of you, I'm busy. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, I'm away. Oh, I'm away. Oh, I'm busy. Oh, wait, I'm busy. And it's just, bro, just watch the shit. Get it over with. And guess what? If you watch it and still defend them, at least nobody will be on your ass saying you didn't even fucking watch it. At least you can say you watched it and you still defend Nux Taku. Do that. But sitting here trying to stonewall it so fucking bad, oh man, I'm gonna wait a couple weeks. Wait a couple weeks for what? Wait a couple weeks for what? And this is the part that irked me. As somebody who I despise that fucking take. I despise the take so bad. You can't have that stance of, I'm going to just sit back and I'm going to wait. When you do this, you give your opinion on the end of Mexico, on, I guess, ICE, baby, on leftists not understanding shit, on why people hate the left, on something about Trump. You stonewalled a lot of people. You wasted 29 minutes of people's time, and I'm more mad that I dedicated 2 minutes into watching that. And being like, bros, I'm not going to address it because of this. I'm not going to address it because of that. It's a witch hunt. The video is sitting there. How long is that video? Let me see. Oh, hold on. I got to do something. Hold on. Hold. What time is it? It's like 12 o'clock. All right. Put that up. Hold. All right. I'm done. And let me just, what was his name? Nick Andros? I think that's right. Yeah. Nick Andros. No. Well, where's the fucking video? How long is that fucking video? That's all I need to know. The video is an hour and 20 minutes. For reference, just for fucking reference, let me just, because I think the motherfucker got banned on, well, not banned, suspended. Let me not use those terminologies. This motherfucker streamed 15 hours ago. Do you want to take like the smallest guess as to how long that stream was? And matter of fact, before that, streamed 3 days ago. And then before that, streamed the day before that. This motherfucker will stream for 11 fucking hours. And you mean to tell me at no fucking point, you at no point, you ain't want to dedicate time. You 11 hours. If I stream for 11 hours and I don't cover everything I wanted to fucking cover, bitch, you out of your mind. You are out of your mind. You lost it. If I stream for 11 hours and motherfuckers press me to talk about something, bitch, I'm about to dedicate time to that. Like, it's impossible. Like, you can't for the life of me say, oh, I'm busy. I'm gonna wait a couple weeks. Just get it over with. And what I don't understand, this is one thing I don't understand. I hate everybody that operates in response to shit like they've signed a blood oath. You have not signed a blood oath. You are not emboldened to just sit back and wait. You could just have the balls. You could have the balls to just watch the shit and still be like, Nux is cool. At least at that point, motherfuckers will be like, at least the bitch watched it. And then you motherfuckers can decide like who's wrong and who's right. Like, right? It's worse than Hassan talking shit. And I saw all these motherfuckers bringing up Hassan, talking about, oh, well, I thought Hassan was supposed to be like this nice guy. Motherfucker, no, like, there are people who won't be nice to motherfuckers who they find out have like this little jerk off fetish to little children. Oh, it's a fucking hentai drawing. It's a child. You're weird. People are going to find you weird, motherfucker. Give it up. Like, you're not going to be perceived as normal to any motherfucker who doesn't find attraction to children, whether they're real or fiction, to be normal. You're going to be viewed as a fucking weirdo. Hang around the motherfuckers who think, oh yeah, jerking it to kids on a fucking painting is so cool and edgy because I could just say it's a 15-year-old goblin. And why the fuck is Kick still in beta? It's been 3 years. So anyway, why the fuck is this on the screen? Oh boy, I sure hope I walk into a normal conversation. Vtubers are groomers! You're never gonna get a normal conversation around here, you understand me? You know why? Because on the antithesis of a motherfucker having to explain to people why it would be perceived as weird. Look at the shit on the screen. Look at the shit on the screen. Don't you not find it just odd that one motherfucker will be promoting porn to children? It's hentai, it's porn. And then another motherfucker will defend it? Like, I don't understand why there's like this disconnect from motherfuckers. I thought there was another. There is. Right here. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted right here.
Is Nux still cool or is he still getting canceled? Dude, I don't even know the Nux situation at all, to be honest. But
it'd be so easy to find out. All you gotta do is watch a video. That's all you gotta do. Why are you so turned today? I really think it's because I sat back and this morning I got some nice food and I caught up on all my anime, and then when I'm done I'm gonna play some Arc Raiders, and then I'm gonna I might catch up on Freerun. Not all V2. Oh my God. Yes, all V2. All VTubers are pedophiles, groomers, or grown men pretending to be 5, 10, 12-year-old. Listen, if you can't take a joke, I'm not specifically targeting you on this one, Black Cat. But if you hear me and you can't take a joke, piss off, wanker. You're not gonna last around here. Not Bird Peanut's not a VTuber. He's a P-tuber. I can't believe I just fucking said that. Oh, fuck. I can't believe I just fucking said that. Oh, man. Oh, damn. Even insert name of VTuber, you know. Chicky is not a VTuber. Chicky is an ASMR tuber. That's different. God damn, my hand's fucking loud today. Oh.
You're all alone now!
VTubers probably hide their face for a reason. Bro, it's literally one of two reasons, and that's it. You don't want to say anything, and the motherfucker, well, three reasons. Number one,
Gentlemen,
you're probably embarrassed. Like, you know, because people, people don't want to fucking show their faces online. You know what? Fine. And what's the other reason? You're ugly as fuck. Or you don't want to like get doxxed. That's literally your only three reasons. Oh, I wanna make a character that is so me. You can't find me one. Well, never mind. I've seen VTubers who like show their faces and they're actually attractive. Then I've seen some ugly motherfuckers, bearded fat men behind some VTuber models. Like, and they got some ugly ass VTuber models. Who's that one guy who makes his VTuber ugly as fuck and kind of retarded looking? You all know the one. It's a white guy and the fucking VTuber is like all bent in different directions. Like you know the one. It looked like a special ed kid. That's the one. I like that one. Because the VTuber is ugly and it's also funny. iDubbbz, I don't want to assume that the guy who is comfortable busting out the hardest of hard.
Give this motherfucker a job! What the hell is that?
I don't want to think about the guy who at one point in his life wanted to fucking say, hey, every slur should be okay, who now has to get bent over backwards to try to appease a bunch of people being a VTuber. It's already bad enough. It's literally bad enough that you're bending over backwards to try to get people to agree with you all the time. But you being a VTuber just makes it all worse. You know? I also appreciate the hype train, dear people on Twitch. Well, that's a new notification sound. No, it's not. That's been there the whole time. Well, I am going to say the whole time. That's been there at least since December. Opinion on... What? What is that? That might be a slur for, like, people who live in Alaska. What the fuck is Kirch? What the fuck is Kurt? What the fuck? The White Fox VTuber. Oh wait, wasn't that motherfucker in that VTuber video I watched where that one VTuber complained about all these VTubers just because they're Republican or conservative or have conservative ideals? Like, is that it? That's another fucking thing. What is conservative about porn? What's conservative about porn? She's a retarded political VTuber. Are you saying that only because it's takes you don't agree with? Like, let's be real here. Like, I could say a motherfucker's stupid 8 times out of 10. That's probably because they're saying some dumb shit I don't agree with. Like, for example,
I'm gonna guess it's really stupid. That's what I'm gonna guess. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Nux. Like, I mean, I don't know the story behind it, but I'm pretty sure that the drama's probably dumb. There's probably a lot of misunderstandings. That's my guess.
Is Kirsch a right-leaning VTuber? I hope you're not asking me. I don't fucking know. Listen, I'm secluded. I am scared of interacting with people because people fucking suck and they smell like bussy juice gone rotten. To conserve the art, listen, I will jump from my bed to my floor and drag my balls across the carpet before I conserve the art of children in sexual positions, whether they be real or they be fiction. Imagine, there's no casual conversation that could be had like this. Like, just imagine your best friend walks up to you and is like, hey, I got this new porn in this book. It's little children getting penetrated. Like, do you not? Do you niggas not hear that? Oh, are we blind? Are we deaf? How do you know what that's meant? Listen. All right? You get it?
You're not supporting Nux and you have watched him for 2 years? So what happened, Matt? Okay, is there a video? Actually, I you know what, to be honest, I don't even want to get involved in any of this drama. I'm just being real.
There's a lolicon civil war on Twitter. No, Curse is right-leaning. I'm not dissing her for being political. I'm just stating that. Oh, well, all right. Well, I don't really care. I don't like all of your political, like, and you could take this as offense. You could agree. You could hate me for what I'm about to say. It's the standpoint I've had since I was able to understand the grip of politics. All these politicians suck. Both sides are in the Epstein files. Five Nights at Freddy's is in the Epstein files. I'm so glad that I hated that fucking franchise. And with FNAF being in the Epstein files, by proxy, Matt Pat is in the Epstein files. So what was Matt Pat? I'm just playing.
I just don't care enough.
You don't care. So wait, what's conservative about not caring about children being groomed or porn being promoted to children? Like, I don't get this. I don't get this standpoint. Did you see the new trailer Candace Owens dropped? No, thank you. Well, yes, I did. And that, I'm more annoyed at myself for being intrigued by what the fuck this is going to end up being. I'm more annoyed by that. I'm more annoyed by that.
Look into it that way, right? Nux finds a yearly cancel campaign. Yeah, well, the thing is like, I'm skeptical of any cancel campaigns because you want to know why? Because I know.
Is she making a movie? It's either a movie or a docu-series about Erica Kirk.
These lefters are fucking liars.
Why? The one thing that I've despised over the past number of years is the accusation or allegation thrown out, and we're immediately bringing up politics. Why? Why? This ain't got shit to do with Nux Taku, I guess, being a conservative. This ain't got nothing to do with, I guess, Nick Andros being a leftist. I don't think. Now, I could be wrong. I might have to rewatch that whole video to find out and then come back either tomorrow or the next day to verify for y'all. I don't think anything was said about leftist policies or communism or how you should not have voted for Donald Trump. I could be wrong about that. I might have to go back and watch that video to find out. But this ain't about leftism. It's about a motherfucker potentially having minors in a fucking Discord where there's NSFW and motherfuckers being groomed. I can't, bro. I live in the sunken place. I'm in the sunken place.
They're fucking dirty liars. Little dirty rat liars. So I just, like, they've cried wolf so much, I just don't even believe them anymore. I looked into the Tectone thing slightly. It's actually so retarded. Do you want to know what their logic is? They put a protective order against...
Left to right politics is irrelevant. We have Diddy left. Right! We have an Epstein file. We got motherfuckers who do drive-by nuts on women's backs. Must be a fucking conservative, by the way. Like, oh wait, but he was black, so must be one of those Democrats. Oh, even worse, might be one of those coons. Somebody asked me who made this. Oh wait, I keep pressing the wrong button. Somebody asked me who made this. Allow me to find the fucking, I don't know if this fucking website still exists. I don't know if this shit still exists. About where is it? What the fuck? Where is the thing? God damn it. I can't find the thing. It would not be here. What was that? Drive-by nuts is crazy. Bro, If you go find that video, because I'm not playing it. I'm not playing that fucking video. If you go find that fucking video, it is. It's just a guy. It's a guy dragging his shit out. He's dragging his shit out. And then he just walks by a woman, nuts, and walks out of the door. Is Leaflet a grifter? If she is, I don't care, because that word really doesn't hold weight anymore, because it's literally just used to say, I disagree with you. Therefore, you are not really truthful in what it is you believe. So therefore, you're just lying. It's a completely made up fucking subject matter based upon thin fucking air of disagreements. I believe Leaflet believes the shit she says. The problem, the shit she's saying in this regard is fucking stupid. Because if I wanted to speak up or defend somebody, I would watch and find out information about them. That was more of a question for the commenter. Damn it! I don't know. I'm engaging with everybody. There's a video of an Asian dude who did a drive-by nut. Okay. I don't know why, but when you say drive-by nut, listen. I think of the Goonicide. Listen, the Goonicide was not even a drive-by nut. It was more like a drive-by humiliation ritual. That was a drive-by humiliation ritual. You understand me? There was nothing. Motherfucker goes up to a fucking. The motherfucker goes up to a. How do you go up to a coffee shop? How do you go up to a fucking coffee shop and just with your nuts out? Why? Fuck, why? How? Why? Why would you do that? Why the fuck would you do that? God damn it. I can't fucking think. Why? I did a reaction to a video from Nick Andrew's video on Nux. That's good. Good for you. I'm happy for you. I'm happy when anybody is proud of the content that they make. That's good. Take pride in yourself. It's good.
Against him in civil court. That's it.
Okay.
Civil court is not even a criminal charge, and people are saying like, oh, see, he raped her. Like what? That's not even that's not even proof.
Guilty until proven innocent.
Basically, that's what everyone's doing. It's stupid as fuck. Even if we were to ignore all of the suspicious stuff around it, like the judge being biased in like a, you know, and this is in Austin, by the way. Like even if
we are for some reason talking about a judge being biased and ignoring all sense of subject matter. I peel my pussy back.
If we were to just ignore all of that, right, and say, okay, the judge was totally legit, and there's like, you know, there's no like ulterior motives from anybody. Even then, it's not even a criminal charge. You can sue people and get protective orders against people for anything.
I used to work with court.
I'm not gonna lie. If you go to court and end up with a protective order on you that was filed against you, yeah, you're not somebody I would want to be around. Because there might be a reason why you got that.
Cases.
Yeah.
And I think like this is more so about that tech tone, motherfucker.
Lot.
But I mean, you know how civil has a much less standard of evidence, basically.
Yep.
So like, it doesn't even mean anything. It means that they thought that there was a possibility that there's a possibility that he could have done it. Basically.
I never want to take. Listen, I know I said all VTubers are groomers. Clearly, I'm joking, but I would not take legal advice from a VTuber. Just like how I wouldn't take financial advice from somebody dying on the street of meth. There's certain times where I'm not going to trust the legal advice from somebody. And, you know, blue-haired elf girl playing what I assume is Genshin Impact. Not all VTubers. Hey, you never know. I saw a great tweet about VTubers being... I had to be shown a fucking grown adult who's in a VTuber model akin to what I would assume a 10-year-old child bragging about how the motherfucker jerks off to the fucking child character in Spy Family named Anya. Are we perhaps fucking for real? Like, imagine saying that in casual conversation. Imagine, because I'm not about to say it as if I do it. Imagine somebody walking up to you and saying, hey, guess what I just jerked off to? I just jerked off to a new girl in a cartoon. You just casually ripped that out? That was supposed to be the conversation you wanted to have with somebody that day? That's the conversation you wanted to have that day? Now I gotta bleach my ears. Hey, but that's the problem. Motherfuckers will think saying that out loud somehow, if I wince at that and I say you weird for that, I'm somehow the problem. I'm waiting for her to address the video she got made on her own Discord. Well, buddy, sir, or madam, or they, them, whatever the fuck you are. When you have somebody who will tell you, oh, I'm not going to watch this, I'm not going to watch that, but they have 11 hours worth of time. You know what? Skim it. Let's just skim it for the low, 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 for the low. Do you address your Discord at all? Do you address your little Discord? Oh, no. Oh, that seems like the end of the reactions at the 4-hour mark, I guess. And then we just dedicate it all to the fucking stream. 11 hours, rookie numbers. All right, buddy. All right, sir or madam. Let's find out your numbers. Let me just go to this imp. Let me just go to this imp channel. Oh, I see no live streams. I don't see a Twitch either. I ain't gonna lie, you wanna see rookie numbers? Look at my shit. Like, I think the longest I've gone in like the past 7 months was 5 hours, and that was for that fuck ass game Poppy Playtime. Wait, 7? I think that was 5. 24-hour stream. I ain't gonna lie. The last time I did a 24-hour stream, I was mentally fucking gone. I'm not talking like after the stream. I'm talking like in my life. I was mentally gone to the point where I just kept the stream up. It was just fucking around. Didn't I make pancakes on stream once? That wasn't during the 24 hours. That was just in general. Didn't I do that once? I was a little dedicated. So if you want a 24-hour stream out of me, just wait till my mental state deteriorates again. It'll happen again. And who knows? I'll probably do another back-to-back 24-hour stream and completely fuck my sleep schedule up until at least September. Have you considered that this is the parents' fault? Have you considered that Hassan is a bad person? No, checkmate liberal. Any new foods? Do you have I don't know what that means. I don't speak. I don't know. I don't know what that means. Or have you made go? No. I was given the idea of like honey jalapeno chicken. No, hot honey jalapeno chicken, because every time I leave out the hot, I'm reminded that sounds fucking stupid. But one of you mentioned a video about Leaflet. Oh, how convenient that we're gonna watch that. Because now I want to know. I want to know, like, this idea set in everybody's fucking head. Hey, Why aren't you talking about this? Why aren't you going to do that? What's your favorite VTuber? Well, me, of course. Like, does this count? Is this a VTuber or is this like a PNG type of thing? Which one is this? Which one is this? An accurate representation of me. Little smile, glasses, little beard, not too much beard, little beard. I got my pink hat. Do you think Dr. Umar is going to get locked up for his scams? No. It's a PNG tuber? Well, this is as good as you're going to get. Me. More like a gift tuber? You're a Leon. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm a Leon tuber. VTubers are pedophiles. Somebody's gonna get mad at me for saying that, and I'm gonna let you know now. If you're watching this in silence, or if you watch this later, or you hear this part later, and fuck you, take a joke. Oh, would you laugh if somebody made a joke about your skin? You better be funny. Like, you better be funny, motherfucker. Because if you ain't funny, boo. I'm gonna boo you. Somebody else might call you racist, but I'll just boo. Or somebody might have Tourette's and never mind. 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 No one knows about that. Never mind. I'm sorry for what I am. You can change. I can corrupt you. Leon's gonna tell you hit the treadmill. If you a fat motherfucker and you think you can make a joke at me, you better hit that treadmill, fat fuck. You better lose all that fucking gout. Being mad at an award show is peak Twitter behavior. Listen, I still stand by what I said. You can be mad about it because initially hearing somebody bust a slur, of course, that's gonna have you a little bit disturbed. Like, what the fuck? Like, yo. But then when you find out that the motherfucker got Tourette's and it's really not something the motherfucker can control, that anger that would be at a 10, that can get simmered down to at least a 6. Because I'm not about to sit here and say you can't be mad. I'm gonna say, can we have like an understanding as to why this happened and then move the fuck on? Where's our Leon? Well, he's on the screen. Why don't you? Why can't VTubers get along? Well, I'll tell you. It's the same reason why most humans can't get along. Everybody's pretentious. Everybody's selfish. Everybody's evil deep inside, but they don't want to say that they're evil because they want to have the idea put in people like your mind that, oh, I'm so nice and I'm welcoming and I'm very much so cool and bubbly and all this shit. When everybody, all of us, you, me, everybody, especially Dill 26999. Everybody's a piece of shit. Like, everybody's a piece of shit. Every single one of us, all of us, is a piece of shit. There is not one of us who is a solemn, wholesome individual. Everybody's got a story. Everybody's got like a piece of history. Like, you do. You just do. I threw rocks at my teacher's car. Like, guarantee you, if he were to see me today, he'd be very upset that I'm still alive. Like, come on now. No, like, everyone can't get along because everybody has an ego. And you're either going to find individuals that'll match your ego and inflate your ego and you can inflate theirs, or you're going to find motherfuckers who have a bigger ego that are going to show you that you're nothing more than a bitch. And then you're going to find people like me who will try to be considerate as possible, but once you cross that line, ooh, I'm going to have to remind you of the circumstances in which we operate in, because it's going to be at that moment I have to remind you motherfuckers that I really will operate how I choose to. What the teacher do? Being alive is enough of a crime for me. I've told this story at least 5 times, so what's a 6th time? I put a hole in the wall using my knees. I went to a school that didn't have enough classrooms, So we were in trailers, and it was 7 a.m, and I'm outside the door, and I see my teacher. I'm like, oh, what's up, motherfucker? And he's like, you better get in that classroom. I was like, all right, bro, whatever. So I don't know what emboldened me to do this, but I'm on one side of the broom, and I run to the other, and like 75% of the way to the other side of the broom, I jump up and go forward. This is like a pelvic thrust ass jump. And I go knees first into the wall and put a hole in it. And I hide it using a poster. To this day, have still never felt the ramifications of that at all. I never felt the ramifications of that. Never got caught. Never got admonished for it. And at this point, those things are not even there anymore. So what could you really do to me? And that was another thing about that. Yeah, Sailor. The fucking award show edited out so much other shit. The one thing they didn't edit out was motherfucker saying nigga. Like, come on now. I'm more mad at the editors who didn't edit out a 2-hour delay of a guy yelling out a slur. Like, come on. You could have done that. You could have prevented all of this. And people would have found out about it, and they would have probably still been mad, but at least people wouldn't have had to hear it on the hot mic, so they would have been like a little bit better about it. But man, they fucked that up so bad. And that's their fault. They fucked that up. The editors fucked that up. You had 2 hours to take that shit out. You took out a motherfucker saying free Palestine, but you didn't take that out. You know what I would rather hear? Free Palestine. That's honestly what I would rather hear. If you put a gun to my head and tell me, which would you rather hear on live TV? A slur or free Palestine? Well, free Palestine. Yeah. Like, come on. Like, if you want me to pick between them two, I'm going with that one. But back to this. Let's find out about Leaflet's Discord server.
A VTuber is actually going to take a look at that Nux Taku video. Oh, she didn't look at it at all. And even just yapping around it and dodging anything where she'd have to think or have any sort of spine, she still managed to disappoint me. Leaflet is one of those supposedly religious people who pretends to be a cartoon on the internet and has all the fire in the world to spit at every other thing she looks at.
Yes, that's often the sin. That's the trap a lot of people set themselves up in. Is when you talk about any and everything, motherfuckers are going to drag you through the mud when you don't talk about something. Somebody asked me, when am I going to talk about Epstein? Not only have I been doing that in a live setting, because I ain't got no way to be afraid of you motherfuckers, I have openly admonished this fucking current administration that you motherfuckers voted for, that told you all that they were going to be very transparent, and they have done every single fucking thing under the sun to not be as forthcoming as they should be. Oh, but Biden had it and they didn't do anything. Trump had it twice, so that gotcha doesn't work here. Oh, but at least they released some information. It's not tangible to just give people pieces of something and think that that makes it okay when people want to know about everything. And then when you have an administration that will have, what is Pam Bondi, the Attorney General, or some shit like that, some prominent position. When you have Pam Bondi being questioned by all of her fellow constituents, and she's responding about stock and how great it's being for 401ks instead of addressing why they're there. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a fucking problem. And I don't really give a fuck if you're the most devout Trump supporter. You have to admit that that's a problem. Because not questioning, prosecuting, and arresting individuals who could be involved in the violation of bodies unconsensually, yeah, that's a problem. But for some odd reason, and I know the reason, it's because this world is desensitized to this shit, we've instead focused more on who's in it more, leftist, conservatives, and then I'm the evil person for saying no one really cares about this shit. What's the going rate? We got 4 days left of Black History Month. Place your bets on a school shooting at a black school. That's dark. Like, that's dark to say, but place your bets. I swear to God, if I wake up tomorrow and there was a shooting at an HBCU, I might actually, I might see myself out for a while. I might see myself out for a while. Now, notice I specifically said like a black school. Don't think there won't be another school shooting. Like, come on now. We're in February. They got till, some schools got till June. Like, let's be real. We gonna get a couple more school shootings. Like, and that's not me making light of it. It's me recognizing that I live in a world where next to nothing can be done to solve the problem. It'll start picking up in spring is fucking crazy. I get my news from trusted sources like Leon. I could corrupt you so easily. I always love when I do videos and the majority of the comments is something obscure that I fucking said. Like when I fucking said that my ketchup is in my pantry and not my refrigerator. Comment after comment. You don't put your ketchup in the refrigerator? No, I'm not a degenerate communist, fascist, Republican, liberal, whatever the fuck word, whatever word. I'm not corrupted by the government. I will not fall for that propaganda. Because in reality, in the grand scheme, I love how we're not even watching the video. I love how I sidetracked myself. None of you did it. Leon Solo, CNN, and Fox News. It's just because I don't have the ability to just like not say what I believe. Like you could disagree, and that's perfectly fine. But as long as like we could all disagree on whatever. As long as none of you motherfuckers do me like this one commenter did. This motherfucker, let me tell you what this motherfucker did me. Motherfucker left a comment, and I forget what video it was. I shit you not. You need to delete this video and give the correct take. Mind you, my take was correct. The motherfucker just didn't agree. The motherfucker wanted me to delete a video and then say what I don't believe so that he could feel better. Oh, no. There's a reason why I didn't talk about that fucking Rhode Island ice hockey shooting thing. It's because everybody was labeling it trans violence. Come to find out, that whole family's fucked. That's less about trans violence and more inbreeding. All right, back to this.
Clearly understands how filth rots its surroundings and radiates outwards, affecting us all. But on the matter of the corruption of the next generations online, is fixated on the culpability of the parents, ignoring entirely that what she's looking at is the next wave of parents who aren't going to look after their kids and in fact will think all of what happens in the dark corners of Discord is fine. These are the people who are going to be the adults your kids are around in real life. Where are the parents, she asks.
Where are the parents at? Where are they at?
She knows where, though. A huge chunk of her content is talking about that. All these influences in the world didn't show up 5 years ago. The negligent or messed up parent of today was the kid being corrupted yesterday. It's a vicious cycle that needs to be broken somewhere, unless you're just okay with living in hell. I find that saying, "Not my fault, teehee," is little comfort as the world collapses around you. Let's be fair, though. People wanting you to address stuff that has nothing to do with you is probably stressful. I could hear the tension in Leaflet's voice. She sounded like a 3-year-old with a severe temporomandibular deformity for the entire video. But I'm not personally aware of any tangible connection she has to the Nux stuff. So I get it kinda sucks people are pressing you to make comment on something like that. So instead, to make it more relatable and comfortable, let me give her something of her own to address.
This is before that, though. On a base level, you can understand like, oh my God, well, it's not my issue, so why the fuck is everybody pressing me about it? You really don't get to have that take when you talk about shit on a daily basis and upload videos on a daily basis pertaining to shit that has nothing to do with you. When you get pressed about something that is a relevant topic, on like the parasocial online sphere, you could either say you know nothing about it, or you could say, I'm not, I don't want to. But you should never do the, why do you want me to talk about it? You set yourself up for the easiest dumbass known to man, because instead of just being honest, you're acting as if people asking you to speak about something makes them evil. They're not evil. They want your opinion because you've dedicated time giving your opinion on, for example, deportations. You've given your opinion on motherfuckers being shot during protest. You've given your opinion on Trump. Hello, like, you can give your opinion on other shit too. And when people ask, this defensive ploy people try, it just comes off as so douchey. It just comes off as douchey for no fucking reason.
But first, imagine this. There is a community hall, a space where people can gather and talk about a bunch of different things at a bunch of different tables. It's not necessarily targeted at kids, but kids 13 and up are explicitly welcome, and they do hang out there. Now, at the back of this hall, there is a walled-off area. That's where the porn theater is, and the adults who are hanging out in the mixed space pop in and out of there to masturbate together. So it's not just kids and adults hanging out, it's kids and adults who are there specifically to look at porn hanging out. Now that seems...
Just imagine that statement. Just imagine that statement being told to you. Kids and adults are hanging out, looking at porn together. Do you not have like the slightest itch in your body just from hearing that? Hey, kids are all fucking watching porn. Kids are watching porn with adults. Hello, like, hello. I just want to make sure I heard it right. Let me go back. Let me go back.
Look at this hall. There is a walled-off area. That's where the porn theater is, and the adults who are hanging out in the mixed space pop in and out of there to masturbate together. So it's not just kids and adults hanging out, it's kids and adults who are there specifically to look at porn hanging out. Now that seems totally insane to me, but this actually outlines how many Discord servers are run, and how Leaflet's own is run. People have all sorts of arguments and hypotheticals about why that's fine, why it's safe, why it's a good idea, why it's okay.
If I was a parent and a motherfucker tried to convince me that my 12-year-old child, whether boy or girl, was in a Discord with grown adults and they were all looking at porn together with my child present, no. Yeah and no. Yeah and no. Because you see, ill-informed, stupid person watching this who wants to have that defense, you are creating a situation where a child is being groomed into thinking that this is okay, and it is not okay.
Personally, I prefer reality, so let's look at what actually happens when a server is arranged like this. Let's see what actually happens in Leaflet's server. Meet Nur. Nur is an active user on Leaflet's Discord who is granted the Adults tag. This is acquired by contacting mods, and gives you access to the Adults channel. While the split between the mixed age areas and the adult channel is razor sharp and based on some kind of verification, I don't know what they do, the behavior of the users who pass between these two spaces isn't quite so night and day. In the Blue Archive game channel that is open to everyone, early last year...
Wait. $10 Leaflet will make a video about this? I mean, who knows? Because if she makes a video about this, she's setting herself up to make that fucking video about Nux. And listen, I don't want to hear about leftism when you're being accused of having a Discord server where motherfuckers are jerking off with children and watching porn with children. That's not left versus right. That's dumbass versus potential criminal. And the dumbass is the same as the potential criminal, because Harmful Opinions is not wrong for bringing this up, nor is he somehow a fucking leftist for bringing this up. Now, do I give a fuck about Harmful Opinions on politics? No, that's barely because I give a fuck about anybody's opinion.
Gnur posted a picture of some character or other and said, "Ooh, oh, if you're not familiar, this is a lolicon thing." Another post from Gnur should explain it. They say, "I'm a simple man, I see cunny, I ooh oh, crying emoji." And this person talks about cunny a lot on the server. If you don't understand what that means, I'll put it in the context of one of their conversations. Gnur says, women lose sexual...
Don't stop fucking reminding. You know what? No, I'm not letting y'all. I'm not letting you sidetrack me with that one. We're not talking about that again.
Value as they mature.
Fuck you.
And men gain sexual value as they mature. This predisposes us to prefer different ages. Exceptions exist, obviously. Shortly after they say, hag love is unnatural, embrace cunny. Now that you understand, I'll hop back to that Blue Archive channel post. Someone responds to ask, how old is she? Nurse says, Your Honor, she told me she was old enough.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. You gotta be stretching 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 me. I gotta be getting stretched. Why are we saying this? Why are we... Address the elephant, Leon? I don't have an elephant. What's the elephant? You know what? I'm not letting you fuckers sidetrack me. It's not happening.
The other user responds, all right, since I'm 13, I'm maybe good for now anyway. Sam. Nurse says, damn, bro just admitted to being a toddler. At least I'm honest. That's a good thing. I'm going to go ahead and say that interactions like this shouldn't be happening. But, as I said earlier, we're going to be very fair. Maybe Leaflet or her mods would agree. Maybe they just didn't see it. So let's look at something mods did see multiple times. Meet Black. On the 24th of September 2025, Black posted a couple of screenshots and said help. In these screen caps, which I think are from VR chat or something similar, someone had added him and asked his age. He had told them he's 14. A user in Leaflet's chat makes a good suggestion. Block, report, nope out. But why, says Black. What if she's my age? You don't want to see my username for Meta or the newer messages, by the way. Another user says women don't talk to men online, it's a bot or a man. Black says cap. The good advice user says no one normal is going to chat with you with that username. She's correct about that. The fact that she didn't nope is a major red flag. Also, are you actually 14? If so, you need to be very careful online. True. There's discussion on how to be safe and how using Discord that young is a bad idea.
Okay. So far it's pretty good. Being safe, like being safe online. Okay, I'm not too concerned about things in here. I know eventually I'm about to regret saying that, but for now, everybody's being responsible.
Black complains about how he's treated just because he's a kid, and finally, the mods are pinged. P-Dog says, at moderators, underage user. The mod Crazy responds, okay, we'll make sure to not give them the role for the hentai channel. It is not against the rules to be under 18 here, just don't be a retard or Tylenol user. Geo says, Crazy is my favorite mod. P-Dog posts a meme. And another mod called Dackerbert says, also, don't get groomed, kid. Discord is a dangerous place. Now there's something I didn't show you. Did you catch that? First though, let me explain something. I'm censoring Black's name because they claim to have been 14, and currently they would be 15. And that's normally as far as people think about it. But they might also actually be an adult, pretending to be a minor, talking like this. And what would that mean? You don't mess around when stuff like this is happening. You pay attention. Unless you're okay with a kid making themselves a target, or a predator operating on your server, depending on whether they're telling the truth or lying. Now, what I didn't show you were the two pictures he posted. In the first, you just see the person making contact with him in whatever this is. In the second image, though, three things jump out immediately. You've got...
Hold on, what are these three things? Look at me, how old are you? 14, yet you're the one who added me.
Him telling this stranger he's 14. You can see, though, that the messages are scrolled up a bit. In the top left, you can see that the latest message he sent this person was, can I see your boobs? My opinion, whether he's telling the truth about his age or not, at this point, axe the guy. Get rid of him. Mods have been pinged into a highly suspect conversation. Surely they looked at these pictures. But it gets much worse. On the right-hand side of this second image, Black's Discord is open. Whoever he's messaging says hi. He says, what's up? They say, none much, just chilling, my headache better. He says, Dubs, would you show thighs? You are 17, right?
Oh, no. Get him out. See, Sailor? See, that right there? That right there. That's why I'm never making a fucking Discord server. I don't need to be pinged that this shit is going on in a server. You know how you avoid that? You don't have a server at all. You know how you avoid potentially being pinged that some shit is going on in your server and motherfuckers are in your server being weird? You don't have a server. That way, you eliminate all problems. You eliminate all the issues. I use Discord just to fucking call motherfuckers when they're harassing me on Arc Raiders. Anything else is circumstantial and fucking terrible.
Solicitation of lewd pictures from someone he believes to be under 18. Whether Black is actually 14 or an adult pretending to be 14, no! A couple months later, mods are once again alerted to Black's behavior. He constantly talks about sexual things and his thirst for femboys, and it annoys the other users. Sean says to him, "Seriously, man, stop trying to force your gay femboy shiz onto everyone else to avoid accepting that you are gay." Black responds to an earlier post and says, "My dude, I'm 15. Yagami VT says, "Mods," in all caps. Floating Cheese says, "Mods." Jackie the Frost says, "Mods." Holy Dandere actually tags them, and so does Yagami. Jackie the Frost says, "Underage user." Black says, "It's not illegal." Julio shows up confused. Yagami says, "It's against the rules of the Discord, MF." Julio says, "It's not against the rules." Julio, by the way, is not just a mod. He is Leaflet's producer. You can see that.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Just start the rap. What do you mean that this is a producer? This is somebody close enough to Leaflet. Why is it there? Why is it there? Why is it there? Why is it there?
On his LinkedIn, and also here's a clip of Leaflet.
On YouTube, I'm not even the head decision maker. I have a producer handling that. His name is Julio.
First of all, let me listen. I'm gonna say this as matter of fact as I can. What I don't like is this idea that you need all this extra shit. I don't like this idea that you need all this extra shit for a YouTube channel. Unless you're making a big corporate production, you don't need this shit. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need it. You don't need a fucking producer. You are a streamer. All you do is fucking stream on OBS, put the shit in whatever editing software you fucking want, and just fucking upload it. You're not editing anything. The only edit maybe is adding in a fucking video. That's it. And why the fuck is my stream YouTube featured? Good work, boys. Like the stream. Like the stream. But like, what are we doing? Am I the odd man out? Is my production value not editing takes effort? I know. Listen, I know you're. I know you're not serious. I know. You know, you're just saying shit for the chat. I know. But let's pretend you were serious about this. Let's you and me just play pretend. Let's pretend like this is me attacking Leaflet's character and all this shit. There was nothing in this video. There's nothing here that requires a producer or an editor. Or are you just adding this in? Ooh, what a good hardworking edit. I really hope you're not paying a motherfucker to do this. I hope you're not paying a motherfucker to zoom in to a super chat donation. Oh, I hope you're not paying a motherfucker to add words on a screen and a mustache. I hope not. Because at that point, you wasted money. You're literally taking your already live streamed clip, downloading it, putting it into an editing software, and pissing off. That's all you're doing. I understand why motherfuckers have producers in like that big streamer type of way. Like, I understand that. But literally any fucking thing else. Any fucking thing else, bro. Like, you are insane. You are insane to me. And it's ridiculous. Oh, but it'll always just be me. I'll always be the odd man out. God help us all. Leaflet barely edits, but over video created. Yeah. I'm specifically talking about. I understand a motherfucker who's making like these high quality esque video. What's a good example? Who's that one guy? Tro. The Right Opinion. Him having editors. Yeah, that wouldn't shock me. Him having editors would make a lot of fucking sense. But a motherfucker like Leaflet, no. A motherfucker like me, no. A motherfucker like the Quartering, no. Some motherfuckers do not need editors. And it's just a common fact of life. You do not need a fucking editor. You need therapy. That's what you need. That's what you need. You need a little therapy. That's what you need. From what I understand, the business she runs takes up her time, so she has a YouTube guy. What business? You know what? I don't care. I'm not interested in the business, especially when you got this going on Discord.
They have a giggle about it, and editor seems more accurate. But who am I to argue with the guy's CV? Nun163 says to Black, 15 and you want to F dudes? You're chopped, cooked, and bald, my guy. Black responds, I already said I'm 15, broski. Holy Dandere says this server is 18 plus, dingus. Black says cap. Julio asks where it says that. Floating Cheese says 15 and already gay and porn addicted. Now Julio is correct, and the presence of minors is referred to in the rules. In a very strange rule. Rule 6. Act like responsible adults. Even if you may not be 18, know that this is treated as an adult server.
No. You gotta kick these motherfuckers out. Because let's be real. If you have a Discord server, you're housing perverts. You're housing perverts. You are. You're not doing anything else. You're not. What are you talking about in there? Your day? No, you're going into that fucking NSFW hentai porn section and you're having a jerk off session. Like, you are. Why even have a child present anywhere around that? And I know there's ways to weave around that fucking age verification shit if you really don't lock it the fuck down. But at that point, you just gotta kick motherfuckers out the server. Because look, is it weird if a bunch of grown adults are in a Discord server jerking off? Yeah. Is it weirder if children are in there? Oh, fuck yes. You could just be adults jerking it, and you could go about your merry fucking way. But y'all are actively not doing the responsible fucking thing.
Lots of ways to interpret that. Here's how Black interprets it. It says you can be a minor, but act like adult. That certainly is what he's doing. Mods are fully aware he's not being stopped. Okay, your life could be a lot easier if you just nuked kids on site and kept a damper on pervert stuff, so if they do get in, it's not going to be the end of the world. Easy for me to say though, because I'm not a porn-addicted queer who enjoys hanging out and sharing spank bank material with others. So I suppose I need to check my privilege there. I'm not Christian like them, I don't have a Bible study channel, so I guess in my faithless state I'm just blind to the need for this. Now, Black will be reported to mods one more time, and this third time, a lot of very, very strange stuff occurs. I've got like 50...
You saw the Vince McMahon crash on the body cam? Yes. I don't want to hear Vince McMahon's voice. I haven't heard it in a long time, so I'm afraid I'm about to hear the most rough, ragged robot under the sun.
Screen caps. I'm going to show the whole situation, but I'm not going to read everything.
What are the chances she'll make a video reacting to your video? For what? What could you tell me? Like, you better worry about these motherfuckers talking about your Discord before you worry about me. I bet not. I bet not be seen. All I want, tell you what I want motherfuckers to relax, take a breath, fart in the air a couple times, show the Vince crash. You're a featured YouTuber. I feel so accomplished. Somebody get the screenshot of the featured stream. I don't think it's gonna be there anymore. Damn it! I didn't get a picture of it. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! I don't even know if that's like a real thing or if that's just like something automated more so in my algorithm. Like I have zero idea. I have zero idea if that actually is something of substance. And you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take it as something of substance. We're taking over. How do I hype the stream? Well, I have no idea. But you can go ahead and hit that like button, the sexy like. Go ahead and hit it a little sexy like. Put a little oomph on it. That way they know. That way they know they can't hide from us.
Hello, femboy trans Indian, says Black. Oh, hey, look, it's Noah from earlier. Mpreg reaction. It says not trans and light version. Black asks them, thigh highs? Kazai reports them. Tags mods and says, minor acting like a horn dog in general chat. Black calls them a snitch. There's a bunch of continued chit-chat. Black says goodbye, but he doesn't leave. Finally, Julio, Leaflet's mod and employee, shows up. I have a ping here, he says. Black says, I admit. I am the wrongdoer. Time me out, mod. I must learn. Julio says, Julio makes a poll asking, ban the minor, yes or no, and says, your fate will be decided by chat.
What? I'm trying to figure something out. Now I got to put myself in the mind or the position of like a streamer with a Discord. And if I were to run into a scenario where I have to potentially ban someone, if I have to run into that scenario, the one thing I'm not gonna do is put up a fucking poll to ask the chat or the Discord, your fate will be decided by the upper echelon. What? Just kick them out. Ban them. Keep them away. How the fuck do you have people in the server who will say, oh, be safe online, Discord is dangerous, and you motherfuckers are treating it like a game? You're fucking weird.
Other users support it. Black says a ban is too harsh, sir. Perhaps a warn. Dave Boy shares a picture of Black talking about his sexuality and age. Black says if it's necessary, then goodbye people. Julio says, I accept PayPal to change your ban to timeout. I have seen fans of Leaflet say that this was...
Niggas is niggas accepting payment to fucking what a world I live in.
It's an obvious joke. However, Julio has in fact accepted money to do things on the server using his mod powers before. For instance, he accepted $5 over PayPal to give someone else a name change. His PayPal link is not exactly hidden, so what would the punchline of that joke have been? Getting paid by this person who says they're a kid and is behaving like that to let them stay? I don't get the joke and I don't find it very funny. Black says, I'm a kid, why would I have money? Julio says, we all know you steal your single mother's card for Robux. Black says, very well. Julio then offers for anyone to PayPal him 20 to stay. Leaflet's employee is trying to sell the server continued access to someone who says they're a kid and, quote, acts like a horn dog. This is one of the most
This is really gonna get it. You can't explain it away with, oh, it's just a joke, oh, we're just joking, oh, we're just being... That in and of itself operates just like these, and I hate to do it, these leftists that y'all talk about so much and that are so evil and corrupt. Because when you sit there and you recognize that the same shit being said is what gets brought up by Leaflet, by Tectone, by Nux Taku, about how children are unsafe, and then you motherfuckers are in a scenario where children are present and you're completely dismissing any type of safety for jokes and payment, I wouldn't trust you motherfuckers around children either. And the whole, well, parents need to be responsible for it. You know what? Yeah, I would make the great assumption with you that, you know, parents got to do better in making sure that their children are not in spaces where they might be harmed. Also, as a grown adult, you should do a better job in making sure that you're not being uncomfortable or unsafe around children. You can't just... Oh, I can't say it. I can't say it because if it's clipped, it sounds so bad. So you know what? I gotta rework this statement. Hold on. Let me think. This person raped a kid, and that motherfucker then turns around and is like, "It's not my fault. The parents left the child unsupervised." You gots to be dicking. Like,
insane things I have ever seen on Discord. You know, if you think about it, it's really the parents' fault that my producer is auctioning children in my Discord. Then Black ends up saying, "Goodbye now, I will send myself out." Julio responds, "Go on, do it then." The users continue to chit-chat about this and that until eventually they talk about Black again. The 15th watcher says, "Hello everyone, how are y'all doing?" Dave Boy says they kicked out a minor, so fantastic. Well, rather he surrendered. The 15th watcher says, "Yeah, I know, he won't get out of my DMs." Dave Boy says question mark. "Why?" asks Ordo. 15th watcher responds, "He keeps saying sus things about me despite me not being a minor." What? "Did he need $20? Asks Dave Boy. Kiss of Envy says the block button is OP. 15th watcher says he's a simp and keeps wanting me to send thigh pics.
Another thing. Do you take PayPal to say it in the way you were going to before it? No. The way I was gonna say it, clipped, makes it sound like I did something. And no. Oh, I hit my fucking...
Dear viewer, please remember this. Sounds like you should have blocked him a while ago. WTF is his issue. In response to the block button suggestion, the 15th watcher says, "I feel too bad for him." As before with this person, what? Dave responds quizzically. Kiss says he's a minor though, no point in talking to him. The 15th watcher says he is so desperate. Kiss says he needs to find friends his own age, not adults on the internet. Dave Boy says,
I know this is completely out of topic. But according to NPR, the Justice Department withheld some Epstein files related to allegations that President Trump sexually abused a minor. And you know what? It's at that point where, if that's true, they're not even giving out all of the fucking list anyway. So whatever's in there, they're not giving out. They're not releasing everything. They gave us 3 million pages of crumb. If that were to be true, and that's in those fucking files, the dude looks bad, and this entire fucking administration looks worse because instead of doing what they were required by law to fucking do, they're fucking hiding it. And guess what? Nobody could do nothing about it because the presidency, the House, the Senate, they got it all. We're cooked, brodies.
Do not negotiate with horny little boys that want femboy thigh pics. 15th watcher says, good point. Guess they just never really thought about this. It really is complex, isn't it? They briefly discuss how Black was doxing himself to them. I don't know if that's true or not, and I don't trust these people to be able to check. Dave Boy says, do not porn brain the youth. You made the right call. And the next message is from Julio. The mod. Leaflet's employee. The one called the producer who seems to be an editor. Given the conversation he's been watching, what do you think he says? Take a guess. 3, 2, 1.
Well, before you show it, I'm going to go with giving everybody a directive to not engage with minors. Because that class would be the smart choice. That would be the smart choice. You sat there and had all these missteps involving a minor. The smart choice would be, let's not engage with a minor.
He has not been banned yet. The
motherfucker.
We need to kill him. We need to get him out of here. He's unstable. How do you deal with him? We freeze him and
riding for tomorrow. Dick riding for today. Dick riding for the straight. Dick riding for the gay. Dick riding for America. Dick riding for Iraq. I just want to ride that dick just as long as it's Barack's. Oh, fuck. What the... Fuck it, we almost done with the video.
The other users had to continue to work to convince him to finally ban Black. Finally, it's over. Except for one thing. Do you remember that person who said, oh, they didn't want to block him because he's so desperate? He's constantly trying to riz them, begging for thigh pics. After what appears to be the moment of the actual...
Learned a lot about Leon's desires today. Hi, my name's Leon. I often talk shit about stupid shit I see on the internet. I am not a liberal, nor am I a leftist, nor am I a Democrat, nor am I a Republican, nor am I on the right, nor am I conservative. I despise everybody's political affiliations because while you're team sportsing them, they're all in the Epstein files. I really, for the sake of all conversation, really do enjoy, and I do really mean I do enjoy tall women. They are amazing to look at. Maybe one day I could interact with a tall woman and she'll take me consensually. But if not, you know, a Latina, a black woman, you know, they ain't never steered nobody wrong. You know what I'm saying? I am but a simple, you're a black transphobic wizard. That is true. I am the first and only black transphobic wizard in the Hogwarts universe because how dare I play a fucking video game? How dare I play a video game? I was actually on that fucking website. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? I was actually on... The motherfucker made a website to monitor streamers who played Hogwarts Legacy, and I was on there. That's where that comes from. That's where that comes from. I thought you liked grannies. Listen, grannies getting blacked is not a hard watch. Like, you might hear the subtle, like, crack of a bone, but will that really dismay you from watching it? Really? Will that really dismay you? I'm so gassed that Hogwarts Legacy never got a deal. What happened? What the fuck happened to DLCs? What happened? Is that website still a thing? If it is, I have no fucking idea what the name of the website is. But what happened to DLCs? What happened? What happened to DLCs? What happened? And I more so mean for single player story mode. How come motherfuckers who play single player games get shafted so much? All I want to do is play a game, maybe like 10, 20 hours of the game, beat the game, and then the DLC come out, what? Month later, 2 months later? This is ridiculous. I want it. And you know where it stems from? It stems from that fucking Spider-Man game, not getting the DLC. But oh my god, a leak confirmed that we're going to see it at the State of Play. Burn! Should I bother live streaming the fucking... Should I even bother live streaming the fucking Pokemon Day thing? Because in all honesty... In all actual retrospective honesty... I don't want to fucking watch the fucking... I don't want to watch this, and the only thing of note that gets announced for me is games that have already been re-released to fucking hell. Can we please get the Heart Gold and Soul Silver GBA games? Can we please also... Because are we really only going to fucking do Fire Red and Leaf Green? Really? Are those the only ones? Like, am I mad about it? On a scale of 1 to 10, it's at a 3. And the only reason it's at a 3 is because Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Gold and Silver, if you want to be even more dramatic, because wasn't Heart Gold and Soul Silver DS games? Give me Gold. Give me Silver. The GBA hoeing games, please. Enough is enough. You didn't have all this fucking time. Y'all don't make Pokemon games every fucking year. Or do they? I don't know. I don't remember. But fuck. Earlier, motherfucker said I sidetracked myself for the love of the game. And it's like, what do you want? Dead air? What do you want? What the fuck do you want from me? Dead air? Do you want me to just... Like, is this comfortable for you? No. Like, no. Fart to break the silence. I got something even better to break the silence. Like this. Please? Can I get this? Please? Or even the hoeing ones? Please? Can I get a little something for the somethings? Please? Please? I just want this. I want this, please. I want a little bit of this in my life, please. I want more of this, please. And before one of you bitches say something, no, I don't give a fuck about your emulation. I don't care. Enjoy what you want to enjoy, how you choose to enjoy it. I don't give a fuck about no bitch telling me, oh, you could just emulate it. You give all that fucking money to fucking companies. Says the motherfucker who dedicates time giving their money to Steam and who also door dashes food on a consistent basis. Also, I can't believe I'm about to say this next part. Spending $4,000 on a PC. Like, we need to stop pocket watching. We're all gamers, which means we're all cucks. Hit play, damn you.
Actual ban finally happening. That person goes on to talk about how he's constantly trying to date them. They know he's constantly trying to flirt with adults. By the way, this idea that, oh, if two people say they're underage, doing that stuff together is fine. No, that's exactly how sextortion happens. That's how predators get their victims. Besides the point though, if black is the age they say they are, which this person certainly believes, something I think is pretty damn bad has occurred. 23 minutes after the actual ban, the 15th Watcher says, I already have dread thinking about my past interactions with him. I sent him a fully covered and clothed thigh picture once to...
You sent a 15-year-old some thigh pictures. Oh, no. No. Why?
To get him to shut up. I fear it made it much, much worse. I never imagined I'd find myself saying this, but apparently it needs to be stated. If someone on the internet claiming to be a child is pursuing you, do not send them pictures of your thighs, clothed or not. And the people observing this, including Julio, Leaflet's mod and employee, apparent editor, producer, so on. This is just normal to you people?
I think the depravity is too far, chat. I think it's gone too far. I think this is what you get. This is the fruit of degeneracy. That's what this is. It's the absolute fruit of degeneracy and depravity.
Let me teach you motherfuckers something very important about what has gone on over the past number of fucking years. There is a collection of people who recognize that they don't have a leg to stand on in any way, shape, or form. So they start to lean towards the conservative. And if you've paid attention, you'll notice that conservatives often have like this great little through line where they actually have some values. Not all of them. Some of them actually got some fucking values. The other ones are doing their best to distract from the fact that they're leaders in the Epstein files. What I cannot stand... Now you got to watch part 2. There is no part 2. There's no way there's a part 2 to this. Motherfuck! Mother. Shit, bricks. And what do you mean they blame the kid? Excuse me? Like, excuse? What do you mean they blame the child? What are we talking about here? What are we doing? What are we doing? What do you mean they blame the child? Why would you blame the child? That doesn't make any sense. Why? There'd be no reason to do. There will be no absolute reason to blame a child for anything. It is the responsibility of the adults. I don't know why my voice did this thing. You have any good tomato recipes that's not tomato soup? This doesn't count as a tomato recipe. This counts as something that involves tomato paste or even like tomato juice. Jambalaya. That requires tomato paste or juice. Jambalaya. Now you're gonna have to let the rice soak up a nice portion of that shit, but Goofy, is that you? Oh my god! I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I don't know why my voice did that. I just see this thumbnail and I'm just like, you make me itch. But what was I about to say? Oh yeah. This weird idea where a lot of people, and this might lead to that one guy who like asked earlier if Leaflet is a conservative. I don't know. Or a conservative or grifter, whatever the word. I don't know Leaflet's political stance. Honestly, don't care because of what I told y'all earlier. But when you sit there and talk about conservative values and you talk about how the world's gone degenerate and it's clear you're only talking about one side and you have a Discord server where motherfuckers are sending thigh highs to children, you start to understand why there might be a little problem. There might be just the smallest problem. And the problem stems from the ability to recognize that you must follow through with the actions that you carry words behind. Because what does it say about being someone? I'm not talking about Leaflet. I'm just paint this picture in your mind, child. Paint this picture right now. Just imagine someone getting in front of your face and saying that they care about the safety and the well-being of children, and they want to make sure that children find homes, and they support adoption centers, orphanages, whatever you call them. And then they go inside and rape those children. And then they walk out with the smegma all over their body and they say it was the child's fault for not having a home. Looking for a home. Looking for a home. Alright, fuck it. Let it rip.
Yesterday, I uploaded a video which, amongst other things, pointed out an individual in Leaflet's server who just a couple months ago was talking about how another user who claimed to be 15 was trying to rizz them up, begging to date him, begging for pictures, so on and so forth. A mod and employee called Julio was
you
clearly
didn't have to abuse your desk, Leon. I got bad news for you. It's not the desk you're hearing.
This conversation and stepped in to say that the guy saying he's 15 has not been banned.
There will be no GoFundMe for the desk. This fucking desk cost this is one of those standard desks, so you know it costs like $300.
Only banning him later under more pressure from the users. A little while later, the user who said this person who claims to be 15 was pursuing them explained that they once sent him a picture of their thigh, fully clothed, to get him to shut up. And I suggested that this is totally insane, clothed or not. In Leaflet's community, this appears to be the main thing that was picked up on, and people demanded action. A mod who goes by Precure in Leaflet's Discord actually took it very seriously. They even went
YouTuber Nikocado Avocado says on Facebook he's no longer gay and it's time for a wife and kids.
As far as calling it grooming, here is what Leaflet's mod had to say about the 15th watcher, the person who sent the photo. 15th is the one getting groomed here, bros. And posts evidence in the form of the person who claimed to be 15 saying, "Wanna go out, I have super good riz." Perhaps that's irresistible to people like you. I would simply not send the child a picture of myself. Of any kind. Prior to that, Precure was complaining about my video, calling it bad faith and complaining that it doesn't give them a clear idea of anything wrong happening. And they in fact have counter evidence that I suppose they're upset I didn't include. You see, they have evidence that the child was asking for it very aggressively. Someone asks Precure what they're trying to prove, and they explain that they're proving it's a 15-year-old taking advantage of that person. There's no power imbalance because they're both retarded. I was told this was a based VTuber community, but that is literally the wokest thing I have ever heard in my life. Goth asks, where's the controversy? Precure says, they're trying to get us to ban the retard who got groomed by the minor.
I might have to go on a walk. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean a 15-year-old groomed you? Now imagine this. Imagine, my sweet children, imagine a scenario where you have a guy. You know what? We're gender inclusive. A woman who I can't imagine it. It's already happened. Motherfuckers raped the children, and they said that the children were coming after them. That's a real thing. That's a real thing that happened. That's a real thing. That is a real thing. That is a real excuse motherfuckers threw out. A grown adult getting groomed and hit on by a child, and your grown ass took the bait. What? I see why y'all want motherfuckers to have kids. Y'all won't fuck them. Y'all won't touch. Y'all won't touch. Y'all won't touch the kids. Y'all won't touch them kids. But you so nasty. Y'all nasty. That's why y'all want these fucking feminists to pop out babies so that y'all can bring them to Epstein. What the fuck? What the Am I? And then this is like the realm of like conservative values, like oh god, conservative values. Oh, Leaflet talk all this shit about conservative value. Piss off, like piss off, piss the fuck off.
In response to the earlier post about there being no power imbalance, Kiss of Envy says forget the power imbalance then. The fact a legal adult is sending any sort of provocative pics to a minor is a problem.
Yes. I mean, he's 15. Provocative. Can you please stop saying 15-year-old groomed a grown man? Yes. Stop saying that.
Precure responds, I mean, he's 15. It's not like he's grooming an 8-year-old. Julio says, guys, stop asking for pictures of people. Kiss responds, even if it's a clothed thigh pic, it's a liability for an adult to be sending any kind of pics to minors honestly. It's a liability to everyone. Julio says, I agree, which is why I asked when did it happen and why he wasn't banned, or at the very least told to stop being stupid.
Wait a minute, aren't you the motherfucker that was trying to pay to keep a motherfucker in it? You, I need an adult. I'm 26 years of age. I need an adult. I need a 40-year-old. Where are the 40-year-old MILFs? I need some sexual relief.
As I showed at the start of this video, it happened 2 months ago and they weren't banned because you were in the conversation and chose not to do that, Julio. Ultimately, Precure does ban the weirdo. But not because of any of that. Because of the worst thing, of course. The hypocrisy. I banned him because he was staunchly an anti-pedo Andy, but also DMing teenagers. You can't be both of those at the same time unless you're projecting and actually a pedo. So long as you do that stuff and say it's good, you're clear?
Wait. I banned him because he was staunchly an anti-pedo Andy. Oh god, what does that mean? What does that mean? What is that? I don't speak. I don't speak this language. But also, you can't be both of those at the same time unless you're projecting and actually a pedo. I don't know what anti-pedo Andy means. Is that like, are you against? I know anti means to be against. I don't. So it's like against pedophilia, but what does Andy mean? God, I ain't gonna lie, I feel so normal not knowing what the fuck that means. You know what? I don't want to know what it means.
Actually a pedo. So long as you do that stuff and say it's good, you're clear? What is wrong with all of these people? I feel like this server has been created to make me lose my mind. The child auction from the last video had me sitting at my computer, unable to move for like 20 seconds. Stun locked. Now this was a short video, but you know, when people address things I cover, I should cover that too, right? All these based VTubers are like religious communities too, right? So let's end with a religious message. Do you guys know the story of the flood? That's sort of how I view all the incoming changes and regulations to the internet and all its platforms. The digital world has been allowed to fester and rot entirely, and so what do we get? A digital world-ending event.
I don't mean to bring this up again, but to further prove the point that I'm more mad at the organization and not the slur, Warner Brothers immediately contacted that award show after the N-word was shouted while Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were on the stage, and apparently they got the message and still didn't do it. This is completely 100% their entire fault. So you knew this motherfucker had a tick. You knew he said the shit. You got told 2 hours before to get it out, and you didn't do it. Fire everybody.
People like to say this is happening because parents don't do their job, but I have some bad news. That's actually the first part of the argument for regulation and restriction. It goes like this. It's the parents' responsibility. They've abdicated that responsibility. Therefore, we get to step in, create a vacuum, and it will be filled. You're not countering them. You're agreeing with them. Dipshit. We never had much of a chance against it, but the only chance we did have was to develop a culture of zero tolerance for this shit. To be able to say, no, actually, you don't need to replace the role of the parents. The basic duty that every adult has towards protecting children is enough, just like it is in real life. It should be enough to just go after and deter the people who have done and would do something wrong. That's all we need from you, power. Thanks. We're not savages. This isn't a hell world. But it is. But the most basic values have gone out the window. Our culture in real life is a rotting patchwork, and online it's worse. Essentially, none of this will be happening if people could just simply not be totally insane. The fault of the parent is negligence, whether or not anything happens to their kid. They have done something wrong if they aren't looking after them. The fault of the person who does things with or to that kid is what they have done. The fault...
Yes. Well, I like this harmful opinions guy. He's got what fucking opinion was so harmful here? Like I don't like this name. I don't like this name.
Is in action.
I thought I was supposed to be harmed
to do
by your
things
opinions,
about that.
but you're speaking the truth, dear guy.
Which you are able. And not only that, to not do so creates space. Space for power to creep in. You guys are gamers, right? How has the games industry historically countered government intervention? They don't just go, oh, parents should be able to control this. Oh no, guess we'll get regulated the f***. Nothing I could do, dude. It's actually the fault of people who pointed out that kids gambling is bad, right? That would be retarded. Even if you don't personally care, like the games industry certainly doesn't, you're going to get rammed up the ass with that strategy. And that's the strategy we've collectively chosen for years and years and years. So guess what happens to us? You can argue as much as you want that jumping out a window shouldn't hurt you, but eventually you're going to hit the ground, and blaming others will do little to heal your shattered legs.
It's harmful to those he criticizes. Well, they're just pussies. Like, at that point, you're just a puss. I don't know how to break that to you, but at that point, you're just a puss. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest. I'm an honest man to a fault. Get your tail out of your ass and respond to this shit. Get your tail out your ass and just say it. Just Get your tail. Get your tail. Get your tail out your ass. Get your tail out of 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 your ass. Just get your tail out of your ass and respond to it. Like, just do that. Just do that. Also, to cock tease me with some shit that I know isn't real, gotta be the most heartbreaking thing under the sun. This is heartbreaking. This is heartbreaking. I literally just sat there and talked about this shit. This is heartbreaking. This is the most heartbreaking. And it's heartbreaking because I know it's not real. It's heartbreaking because I know it's not real. It's heartbreaking because I know it's not real. Fucking. Leon in stilettos. I'm a very fashionable motherfucker. I'm a very fashionable motherfucker. Like, just so you know. Just so you know, I'm very fashionable. I'm very delectable. I'm very keen in my surroundings. I'm very keen in my surroundings. Best case scenario, she was being negligent in checking in on the situation. We'll ask Julio going forward. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You expect the same person that told you, hey, I'm gonna wait weeks to fucking talk about this is gonna fucking take a stance? Also, if you don't recognize the difference in these two images, you're fucking nuts. Like, can you clearly not see the smidgen of brightness on the Nintendo Switch? Come on. If you don't see the difference, you're fucking nuts. Oh, has leaflet, because I always love, I said it earlier, people who spend their time like talking about shit. They spend their time talking about shit. They spend their time bragging about shit. And then when some shit silent, the first thing I see, fuck, what the shit? Look, the fuck? They did it again? Well, now I gotta see. Voting members, voting habits. I don't, you know what? Oh, the voting's closed. I can't look at the categories? Can I look at the what the fuck? I can't look at the award nominations. You know, maybe that best Xbox 360 game ever. Okay. Best content creator. I you know what? I'm intrigued about who's in this. Show me the fuck. You know what? I better see some winners. What is it? Oh. Did this? Oh, I'm not. Okay. Categories are locked in. What the fuck? When is this? When is this? I don't want to hear him talk. I don't want to. It's always these Christian VTubers doing weird shit. I ain't gonna lie. At least this time. At least this time, because wasn't last year like some shit show behind a green screen? At least there's an actual venue for people to show up. And imagine a bunch of late 20s, mid 30s, and early 40-year-olds going to what I assume is a bar, a sports bar, and they've rented out a section of the fucking establishment, and then people come in to see a bunch of mainly grown men and one woman I see looking at a big screen of a fucking VTuber. You know what, bro? Going back to Honolulu just to get that yowie wowie, Maui wowie. Fuck me. Fuck me. Fuck me. Just fuck me. Now, you know, yeah, I just want to see the venue, the real Game Awards. Because there's no way these Chuck fucks didn't do like some live stream. There's no way. Oh God, side scrollers. Jake Paul has broken Pokemon. No, he didn't. It was always greedy. Wait. Why this case has nothing to do with video games? The kid shot his dad over his Nintendo Switch. The fuck are you talking about? That specifically has something to do with a video game. Hello? Especially the world's most brutal arcade. Okay, I don't want to look at that. Where's the fuck? Oh my God, look at that fat fuck. Where's the event? Where's the event? I want to see the real game. Oh my God, what the fuck is this? VTuber Central? Aren't you being rather forward, Leon? Possibly. I'm almost direct with my bussy blasting. Now I want to know what the fuck you have to say, since this has nothing to do with video games. I'm intrigued.
So I think this is not very good news. So just in from Unlimited.
Hey guys, a literal story about a child shooting his dad in his chest while he slept. And the mother, being in the bed next to her husband, wakes up to the bang, sees the child, and the child just sits there, is like, I killed daddy. No, don't you think? Don't you possibly think that's a bad story?
L's. Justin, 11-year-old accused of killing adoptive father after his Nintendo was taken away on his birthday, arrives in handcuffs for his first court hearing. Clayton Dietz, 11, is charged as an adult with criminal homicide in the January 13th shooting death of his father. Douglas Dietz, 42. Dietz's wife told police that they sang Clayton happy birthday before heading to bed shortly after midnight. Pennsylvania State Police say he used a revolver from a gun safe after finding the keys while looking for his Nintendo Switch. Troopers at the scene also said they heard Clayton tell his mother, I killed daddy. Clayton told investigators that he had a good day with his parents, but got mad at his father when he was told he needed to go to bed.
This is going to be a Lifetime movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's grim.
So it's very, very grim. But the reason why...
No, dude, no, what do you mean, but? It's grim. It's eerie. It's grim. It's eerie. It's fucking concerning. There's no but here. What are you... And why is a woman talking? I thought the pro gamers got sick of these whores infiltrating their gaming space. What happened?
I'm bringing it up because you guys remember how like in the 90s they had all those commercials and like advertisements and TV segments about how like Mortal Kombat and all these other video games.
I'm done. I'm not about to listen. Why the fuck is the text leaflet on the fucking screen? Why? I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. I don't want to listen to a motherfucker. I don't want to hear, oh, they're going to make this about video games. It's exactly about video games, dumbass. They took his Nintendo Switch and he decided to kill his dad. No one's thinking about the negative aspects of video games and how violent they are. They're thinking, oh, a child got his Switch taken and a motherfucker shot him. Woo! We are not using subject matter correctly here.
Cause violence and stuff like that. Do you remember that?
Of course.
I have a video in the run.
I have it.
Okay, I was gonna say you could just let it play in the background
All right,
on mute.
mute it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So that's just like the context, right? But what if they're gonna start saying that this kid, he couldn't have his Nintendo Switch and gaming causes violence, and now look the kid.
I'm done. I'm done this time. You're a dumbass. You're constitutionally a dumbass. You are looking at a situation and you are making the story of a father being murdered by his adoptive son because how dare a father restrict access to technology of their child? Why are you making it about Mortal Kombat? I'm sorry, but the wokie's not focused on this right now. They are not coming for this. Give up. I can't. I gotta feel the rest of it.
Kid killed his dad because he wanted the Switch. Do you see that happening?
It's such a family-friendly console, though.
Right?
Yeah.
But people won't know that, right?
What do you mean people don't know? What do you mean people don't know the Nintendo Switch is the family-friendly console? For years, Nintendo was like the family-friendliest out of all the consoles. That's where Mario is. Hello? What are we talking about? What are we talking? No, I gotta finish it.
They think video games and they just think like Call of Duty or whatever.
I think that this is a parenting issue.
Yes.
It's a parenting issue. It's a parenting issue. It's a parenting issue, ladies and gentlemen. The parent is at fault for telling the child to go to bed. Mind you, it's midnight. The child should be in bed. And it's January. And depending on the time of the month, kids probably got school the next day. You're not on Christmas break anymore, buddy. You're going back to school. You know what that mean? It means it's bedtime. Let me tell you what my parents did me when I was a kid. I couldn't play the video game Monday to Thursday. I couldn't. Now on that Friday, the weekend, it's the weekend, baby. They let me rock. And I could stay up because I ain't have school the next day. I ain't had nowhere to go. And on that Sunday, I had about till maybe 10. I stretched it to like 10:30 because when that Grand Theft Auto Online came out, nigga was a demon. But bros, it's a parenting issue that a parent did their job and their child shot them. What the fuck? What the fuck are you talking about?
I think that this kid has never been disciplined in his life to the point where
the child's never been disciplined in his life. Okay, we all now automatically know what this family dynamic was.
and probably has had access to movies and television that he probably or fucking TikTok. Like who knows?
I'm done this time. We're blaming TikTok. I'm out.